food nerds, I'm Julianne Fader, the Gastro Nerd. I'm a private chef. I go into people's homes and cook them fancy meals, or I cook for companies. I do a whole bunch of different things. But one thing I've realized, whether it's been in some of the fanciest homes in Manhattan or just in my friends' homes, you're not stocking your kitchen properly. You don't have some basic tools that every cook needs, private chef or anybody, to make your life so much easier in the kitchen. So I am going to let you in on a little secret and share my top 10 cooking tools that you need to have in your kitchen. Tool number 1, the wooden spoon or wooden spatula. In the interest of keeping this as minimally stocked as possible, you really only need one, and I would actually push for the wooden spatula, particularly this one. You can see it has a little bit of a curve to it. It has this nice flat surface so you can scrape. What's great about wood as opposed to metal is if you're working with something that's a non-stick pan, which usually has a special coating to it, you don't want to scratch it with metal. You can do real damage, and not only will it scratch up the surface, it's going to release all these nasty chemicals that you certainly don't want going into your food or you. So it's great to have one of these around. They're very dynamic, great for stirring sauces, anything you can, desserts, you name it. It's great to have around, especially for your non-stick. Tool number 2 is the rubber spatula. So rubber, as you can see, if you're baking, gotta have a rubber spatula. It will fold in things. In my past video, I mentioned this is called the lecco pentole, which literally means pot liquor or bowl liquor. And that's what it does. It really gets everything off. So if you're finishing, you made this sauce and you're like, God, it's so delicious. What's the best way to make sure that you don't waste any of it? Use a rubber spatula. It will get every last drop. Essential tool. Tongs. And a good pair of tongs. I brought these terrible tongs into work when I was working at the restaurant, and the head chef and owner went out of his way to make fun of me because they weren't very practical. Now there are different uses for tongs. You might know this is metal. First of all, these are nice because they're long. A lot of times you're going to grab something in a pan and it's hot and it's good to have long tongs. It helps. I like about these is you can pull, these are OXO, you can pull them and they close, so when you put them away and then you need them, pop, that's it, that's all you need. They're great, and they have a little rubber here to help your hands so that it also doesn't get too hot. And then, because of how precise they are, they're nice with the little metal tips. You can pick up anything from a little tomato to a big piece of chicken. The whisk. I've spoken of the whisk before. It is crucial for so many of your baking needs. Often when you're sifting flours together and mixing things, if you're whipping up a vinaigrette, so many sauces, hollandaise, classics, it just mixes stuff together better than anything else. If you don't have one of these, it could lead to whiskey business. Can opener. Some of the best produce you're gonna use is gonna come out of the can. I guarantee pretty much any tomato sauce, canned tomatoes, they're the best, they're the gold standard. Have one of these, you'll need it. Slotted spoon. If you're poaching eggs, pretty much lifting anything out of any type of water, having a slotted spoon is key. And then the liquid stays below, whoosh! And you can also just use it as a regular spoon. So I always think it's a nice 2-in-1. The peeler. Yes, we need to peel vegetables. That is an obvious one. What I also love about peelers, which most people I've seen don't know, it's great for cheese. Do you ever make a salad and you want like nice long shaved pieces of cheese? Peeler, so easy. Look at this go. Woo! Using a peeler, I get a nice piece of cheese just like that. Also, have a sharp one. They're not expensive. If yours getting old and dull, chuck it in and get a new one. The ladle. If you're making a soup, how are you gonna get the soup out of the pot? You need a ladle. Of course, ladles come in different sizes. You can get a small one and a big one if you want, but one big one's always great. Soup, sauces, ladle it out. Then the traditional spatula. This is the traditional one. This is a fish spatula. Can you use them interchangeably? No. But if you're gonna have one spatula, probably just get a regular one. But if you're gonna cook a lot of fish, I bought this for $2. What's great about this is it's kind of long and it kind of the way the end and it flares out. It's perfect for flipping fish. Can you get away with using this? Yes. So if you're gonna have one spatula, have this. And if you're a fish aficionado in the kitchen, also get a fish spatula. And if you didn't know what a spatula is for, if you flip things, like burgers, eggs, anything you need to turn it, spatula. Use it in a pan, use it in a grill. Yes, this is metal, so if you're using it in a non-stick pan, be gentle. 10, my 10th tool, my microplane or zester. Microplane is an especially great tool because you can get really fine little zest for, say, a lemon, which just gives so much flavor. Lemon, limes, you name it, wonderful. Make it rain. Or you can also use it to just grate cheese. My ginormous piece of Parmesan cheese. My microplane. It works just like a cheese grater. Great overall tool, and it's super easy to use. It's movable, it doesn't take up much space. This is actually on the bigger side. You can get even smaller ones. They are an essential kitchen tool, which makes that my 10th tool. In summary, you need a wooden spatula, a rubber spatula, a pair of tongs, a whisk, can opener, a peeler, slotted spoon, or just a perforated spoon rather, a ladle, a ladle, and a regular spatula, and then of course, a microplane. And if you see, I can fit these. I don't have very big hands, so I need 2 hands to hold this, but these are your essential tools. If you have this, you're pretty much good to go for your basic cooking needs. Hip hip, hooray! So get these 10 essential items, and I promise you, you will be well prepared in the kitchen. Thanks for watching The Gastro Nerd. I'm Julianne Fader, and stay tuned for more delicious nerdiness to come.